SoCal, Southern California, the wild, wild west, as some have said, is the home of the innovative artist Dave Tourjé. Inspired by everything from his surfskate roots to music to high and low art, Dave creates his own unique universe of colors, marks, images, and iconic symbols, a style born of the multicultural Northeast LA environment in which he was raised.
Artists' environments enter their process in different ways, especially if it's a colorful environment. Northeast LA had a lot of elements happening at the same time. There was a real history of hot rod culture all the way back to, I think, like the 40s. The gang culture, early motocross. That collision produced a lot of color, energy, a lot of ideas. As a young artist drawing, I just went immediately to that stuff. Big Daddy Rock had these crazy, monsters driving these huge hot rods. Yeah, those are really fun to draw, I think I still do it, as a matter of fact.
We drew all the time. A pencil, paper, I kept them busy. And then when we went down to live with my mom for a while, museums, all the artwork of Diego de Rivera.
It's really incredible living in the middle of Mexico City for maybe 9 months or a year. And I actually distinctly remember the Rivera mural, looking at this thing going, oh man, I want to do that, whatever that is. I gave this to my high school art teacher. She liked the fact that I drew and I just kept doing things. So she says, as long as you keep making work, you don't have to do my projects. So I spent like 5 years not doing her projects, just doing my own projects. The illegal stuff was always fun. Climbing a fence, clean out the pool, skate, cops come, you run, they chase you.
My favorite local pool. Contrast me like a criminal. They don't get the possibilities. Cussing, biting, stealing, fighting, skateboard arcade.
That's graffiti art. There never was all of the colorful stuff that there is now. It's like a tug of war with spray paint. You have the name of the gang, and then you have the next gang writing over it. To me, that's art, that's expression. I've been stabbed, 80 stitches in my arm. You think of violence and you think of that. But as far as how does it come into the art, there's a violence to color.
They're coming for me. I just want to get free. It's not real.
The acrylic glass is very slick. It's completely shiny like glass. I like the fact that you had to paint backwards. That was cool. It reminds me of surfboards, hot rods, guitars, that sort of finish. I'm telling my stories, you might say, but using that same material. Think about your bills, you can think about going to work and think about this and think about, everything's thinking. This is more like outside of the thought process. It's like tuning a guitar string, you know, when it gets right, it vibrates correctly. You know what I mean? That'll be $1,000, please.
Following an unexpected invitation to mount a solo show at the Gregory Way Gallery in Beverly Hills, Dave worked like a madman to create a show that would reflect the current manifestations of his recent works. The show was aptly titled Dave Tourjé, LA Aboriginal.
It's reflective, it's interactive, it's colorful, it's the future, it's the past, it's where he's from, it's SoCal.
Well, Dave and I are similar in a way because we grew up in a youth culture here, a pop culture. His subject matter is all abstract expressionism with these cultural symbols.
We reference cartoons, graphics, crazy Mickey Mouse. He likes that large scale, which I do too.
You know his life and the path he's traveled. I mean, these are very, very iconic of the rock and roll Southern California underworld.
Good art, I think, is created by the viewer, really, in the end. You know, and the artist himself becomes a viewer. That's what I like about it.
Let me tell you a little something about LA. I love it!